Good, happy Friday evening, everyone. I'm Riley King, and welcome to this Friday evening edition of the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. We have a lot of news to get to this Friday evening, so let's begin. First up, let's take a look at your New Hampshire COVID-19 numbers for New Hampshire. And here is a look at the New Hampshire COVID-19 numbers here in New Hampshire. There are 74,568 number of people in New Hampshire have tested positive for COVID-19. There are 1,163 number of deaths from COVID-19 in New Hampshire and 97 current number of hospitalizations for COVID-19 in New Hampshire. And that is a look at your COVID-19 numbers here in New Hampshire. Manchester sees improving COVID-19 numbers. Health officials say new cases stabilizing, hospitalizations leveling off. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9, Ray Brewer.
Homeowners, this incredible tip is just for you. If you owe less than $331,760 on your home and in Manchester.
In Manchester, health officials say they're seeing an encouraging trend when it comes to COVID in the state's largest city.
We're cautiously optimistic that we're in a good place, but our work is not done yet.
In the past year, Manchester's dealt with nearly 10,000 cases of the virus. And despite a spike on Friday of 41 new cases, the health department says the numbers seem to be stabilizing.
Those numbers are going to vary day by day, so that's why we try to look at trends over time and really manage the data in 3-day averages.
Another encouraging sign, the number of hospitalizations have also seemed to level off. Health Director Anna Thomas says it's something they track even if they're not sure where all the patients are from.
Even if they're not from Manchester, it's still a capacity issue for our community. It's why we want to know how many people are taking up beds.
Additional help could be on the horizon if Johnson & Johnson's vaccine gets emergency approval this weekend as expected. That vaccine only requires one shot.
That would certainly alleviate a lot of logistical requirements right now of doing the 2 doses of Moderna.
Or the Pfizer vaccine, which also requires 2 doses. And with the start of spring just a few weeks away, Thomas thinks that could also help when it comes to keeping COVID numbers down.
With the good weather, we're hopeful that actually will further bring down the numbers of cases as we saw during the summer.
Thomas adding she can see things returning to a semblance of normal as long as the community stays strong.
We're so close that we just really want to encourage everyone to do their part.
And the director says that means continuing to wear a mask, washing your hands, and practicing social distancing, and in general, taking good care of your health. Reporting live in Manchester, Ray Brewer, WMUR News.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Owners of trucking company connected to Randolph motorcycle crash face federal charges. Prosecutors accuse men of falsifying driving logs. 2 Massachusetts men are facing federal charges of falsifying driving logs for a trucking company connected with the June 2019 crash in Randolph that killed 7 people. According to court records, The two owned a Massachusetts trucking company in Westfield Transport, Inc., a for-hire interstate motor carrier that transported vehicles. Investigators said Vladimir Zazovsky was driving for the company when he crashed into a group of motorcyclists in Randolph, killing 7 of them. Prosecutors said the defense falsified driving logs in order to evade federal regulations designed to ensure the safety of roadways and drivers. The 2 men are accused of instructing an employee to falsifying records to excuse the number of permissible driving hours. He's also accused of lying to federal inspectors about the manipulation of recording device that truck drivers on and off duty hours. Police looking for third person accused in New Hampshire toddler's fatality death. Officers looking for Dana Dolan, 25. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
Homeowners, this incredible tip is just for you. If you owe less than
The New Hampshire Joint Fugitive Task Force is working to track down a person wanted by Londonderry police. Police say Dana Dolan is facing charges connected to the death of a toddler who died from ingesting drugs. The charges include negligent homicide and manslaughter. Officials say he was last seen known to be in the area of Tilton, Northfield, and Laconia, where he has friends and family. They're asking anyone who sees Dolan or knows where he is to contact law enforcement.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. State puts brakes on truckers at Epping Park and Ride. New Hampshire's Park and Ride laws were supposed to encourage commuters carpooling to cut transportation costs and ease traffic congestion. But in recent years, the one in Epping looked more like a busy truck stop. And now the state is putting an end to that. No trucks parking at the Park and Ride. And we are getting word right now that the FDA advisory signs off on Johnson & Johnson vaccine. Here's what's happening next. An independent advisory panel of infectious disease experts, doctors, and science voted unanimously to recommend the COVID-19 vaccine for Johnson & Johnson for emergency use authorization from the Food and Drug Administration, a step closer to making a third COVID-19 vaccine available to Americans. The recommendation paves the way for official emergency use by the FDA, allowing the vaccine to be provided to Americans while the company continues to study it. If that happens Friday night or over the weekend, some 4 million doses would be expected to start shipping as early as Monday. And that does it for this evening edition of the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. Thank you for joining us for this Friday evening edition. I hope you all have a great rest of your Friday evening, and I'll see you back here tomorrow for another newscast. I'll have a news report coming up in a little bit. Good night and goodbye, everyone.